สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Good morning everyone and welcome to Meditation for Peace. I am Sunanpan Rotsan.
Good morning and I am Narupon Jantra Kunsiri. Every Sunday morning on Dhammakaya Media Channel, we invite you to join us in Meditation for Peace.
Yes. On the DMC channel, you will hear of joy and compassion. You will hear about the higher purpose which aims to make everyone's life better.
When the disciples of Luang Por Wat Pak Now were asked why they joined the temple, almost all of them said they wish to help Luang Por build the temple and spread Buddhism. But what was Kunyai's answer?
Well, to everyone's surprise, she said she joined the temple because she wanted to help herself.
Luang Por was very satisfied with her honest answer. One must help oneself first before trying to help others. When you do not know how to swim, how could you help someone who is drowning?
That's right. Kunyai's greatest suffering at that time was the fact that her father was reborn in hell because of his drinking habits. She had no idea how to help him until later she learned at Wat Patnam someone could help.
No matter what realm of existence you are born into, the Buddha's teachings can help you break free from samsara, the chain of rebirth. These teachings are called Dhamma. The ultimate wisdom of Dhamma is found in the Dhammakaya body, which exists in every human being. This wisdom can be obtained through the practice of middle way meditation.
Buddhists never ask anyone to believe the knowledge of the Lord Buddha without question. Even the Buddha himself never asks this. We just ask you to experience it. By experiencing the middle way meditation, you will find the true nature of things, including the nature of yourself. This is how the Buddha obtained his enlightenment. So please join us in the meditation practice with Luang Por Thammashiyo next.
ต่อจากนี้ไปให้ตั้งใจให้แน่แน่วมุ่งตรงต่อหนทางพระนิพพานกันทุกๆคนนะลูกนะให้นั่งขัดสมาธิโดยขาขวาทับขาซ้ายมือขวาทับมือซ้ายให้นิ้วชี้ของมือข้างขวาจรดนิ้วหัวแม่มือข้างซ้ายวางไว้บนหน้าตักพอสบายหลับตาของเราเบาๆพอสบายคล้ายกับตอนที่เราใกล้จะหลับอย่าไปบีบเปลือกตาอย่ากดลูกในตานะจ๊ะหลับตาสักข้อลูกไม่ถึงกับปิดสนิทนะจ๊ะพอสบายแล้วก็ทำใจของเรานะให้เบิกบานให้แช่มชื่นให้สะอาดบริสุทธิ์ผ่องใสไร้กังวลในทุกสิ่งไม่ว่าจะเป็นเรื่องอะไรก็ตามให้ปลดให้ปล่อยให้วางให้ปลดให้ปล่อยให้วางให้คลายความผูกพันจากทุกสิ่งทำใจของเรานะให้ว่างว่างเปล่าจากความคิดทั้งหลายทั้งหมดนะจ๊ะปล่อยวางหมดทิ้งทุกอย่างวางทุกสิ่งเพราะว่าสรรพสัตว์และสรรพสิ่งทั้งหลายเมื่อเกิดขึ้นตั้งอยู่แล้วก็ไปสู่จุดสลายเสื่อมไปด้วยกันหมดทั้งสิ้นจะเป็นคนเป็นสัตว์เป็นสิ่งของ ตึกรามบ้านช่องแม้แต่โลกใบนี้ก็ต้องเสื่อมสลายไปเพราะฉะนั้นสังขารร่างกายของเราก็จะเป็นเช่นนั้นแหละให้นึกถึงความเป็นจริงของสรรพสัตว์และสรรพสิ่งอย่างนี้ใจจะได้ปล่อยวางได้แล้วก็มาระลึกนึกถึงว่าเป้าหมายของการมาเกิดเป็นมนุษย์นั่นนะวัตถุประสงค์หลักก็คือจะมาทำพระนิพพานให้แจ้งสลัดตนให้พ้นจากกองทุกข์อย่างน้อยก็มาแสวงบุญ มาสร้างบารมีเพื่อจะเอาบุญต่อบุญเอาบารมีต่อบารมีเนี่ยให้กลั่นกายวาจาใจเราให้สะอาดบริสุทธิ์จนกระทั่งหลุดพ้นจากกิเลสอาสวะทั้งหลายพ้นจากการเวียนว่ายแต่เกิดโดยเฉพาะหมู่คณะของเรามุ่งไปสู่ที่สุดแห่งธรรมนี่คือวัตถุประสงค์หลักของชีวิตนอกนั้นก็เป็นเรื่องรองลงมาต้องจับหลักของชีวิตให้ได้เมื่อเรามีบุญวาสนาได้เกิดอยู่ในร่มเงาของพระพุทธศาสนาอย่างนี้เนี่ยเราก็จะต้องศึกษาคำสอนพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าแล้วก็ปฏิบัติตามคำสอนนั้นเพื่อจะได้เดินตามรอยของพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าในที่สุดก็จะหลุดพ้นจากความทุกข์ทรมานของชีวิตเข้าถึงความสุขอันเป็นอมตะได้เช่นเดียวกับพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าและพระอรหันต์ทั้งหลายนะจ๊ะเพราะวัตถุประสงค์ต้องการให้ใจมาหยุดมานิ่งอยู่ที่ศูนย์กลางกายฐานที่ 7เพราะหยุดเป็นตัวสำเร็จที่จะทำให้เราได้พบต้นทางสายกลางภายในซึ่งจะนำเราไปสู่พระรัตนตรัยได้เข้าถึงพระรัตนตรัยได้เข้าถึงพุทธรัตนะธรรมรัตนะสังฆรัตนะหรือก็ถึงพระธรรมกายในตัวซึ่งเป็นกายตรัสรู้ธรรมเป็นผู้รู้ผู้ตื่นผู้เบิกบานแล้วสมบูรณ์ไปด้วยจักขุญาณปัญญาวิชชาและก็แสงสว่างเป็นอุปกรณ์ในการศึกษาเรื่องราวความเป็นจริงของชีวิตและก็เป็นทั้งสรณะที่พึ่งที่ระลึกที่แท้จริงของตัวเราและก็จะได้อาศัยพระธรรมกายนี่แหละนำไปสู่อายตนะนิพพานหลุดพ้นจากกิเลสอาสวะไปสู่อายตนะนิพพานเพราะนั้นต้นทางที่จะเข้าถึงพระรัตนตรัยเมื่อใจหยุดนิ่งนั้นมันจะเป็นดวงใสๆคล้ายกับดวงแก้วที่เราสมมุติต่างแต่ว่ามันจะเป็นดวงที่สุขใสกว่าและนำมาถึงความสุขอย่างที่ไม่มีประมาณเป็นความสุขที่เราหาไม่ได้จากที่อื่นเหมือนได้รับการยืนยันจากผู้ที่ได้เข้าถึงนั่นแหละไม่ว่าจะเป็นชาติไหนศาสนาไหนภาษาใดเผ่าพันธุ์ใดเมื่อฝึกใจหยุดนิ่งซึ่งเป็นของสากลที่ทุกคนทำได้พอหยุดนิ่งเข้าถึงดวงใสแล้วเนี่ยก็มักจะพูดเหมือนกัน ยังกับถอดเทปกันมาหรือไปนัดแนะกันมาพูดทั้งที่อยู่กันคนละทวีปคนละประเทศแล้วก็ต่างความเชื่อด้วยว่าเป็นความสุขที่ยิ่งใหญ่ไม่มีประมาณไม่อาจจะหาจากที่ไหนได้ไม่เคยเจอพูดไม่ออกบอกไม่ถูกทีเดียวดวงธรรมดวงนี้จะมาพร้อมกับความสุขอย่างนี้จะเป็นพระเป็นเณรเป็นญาติโยมสาธุชนหรือทุกคนในโลกถ้าได้ตรงนี้แล้วก็มั่นใจได้เลยว่าจะเข้าถึงพระรัตนตรัยในตัวถ้ารักษาดวงธรรมดวงนี้ไว้ก็ปิดอบายไปสวรรค์เพราะว่าใจผ่องใสไม่เศร้าหมองเป็นดวงใสใจจะหยุดนิ่งต่อไปเองถึงตรงนั้นเราก็มีหน้าที่ดูไปเฉยๆดูปรากฏการณ์ที่เกิดขึ้นมาด้วยใจที่เป็นปกติเหมือนเราไปดูภาพยนตร์ที่เราไม่รู้ว่าตอนต่อไปจะเป็นอย่างไรหรือเรื่องราวต่อไปจะเป็นอย่างไรเราก็ดูอย่างเดียวแต่นี่เป็นโรงมหรสพภายในเป็นมหรสพสีขาวสีใสที่สูงส่งเรามองไปเดี๋ยวเราก็จะเห็นดวงนั้นขยายแล้วก็เดี๋ยวจะเข้าถึงดวงศีลดวงสมาธิดวงปัญญาดวงวิมุตติแล้วก็ดวงวิมุตติญาณทัศนะดวงธรรมต่างๆก็จะพุทธผ่านมาทำให้เราเข้าถึงกายในกายที่มีอยู่ดั้งเดิมไม่มีใครไปทำให้มาเราไม่ได้ทำให้เกิดขึ้นมาเป็นกายอยู่ดั้งเดิมใจมันก็จะใสบริสุทธิ์เพิ่มขึ้นยิ่งใสยิ่งบริสุทธิ์ยิ่งสะอาดก็ยิ่งมีความสุขที่กว้างขวางขึ้นไปเรื่อยๆเพราะฉะนั้นเราก็จะเป็นมนุษย์มหัศจรรย์เมื่อใจเราหยุดนิ่งสนิทติดตรงกลางกายเห็นดวงใสๆเห็นพระใสๆเห็นแสงสว่างภายในนะจ๊ะ
The more you practice Dhammakaya meditation, the wiser and happier you will become. Kunyai did not know how to read or write, but she knew that all subjects of study can do nothing to help you when you are on your deathbed.
Yes.
The only thing that can help you then are the merit and perfections you have accumulated throughout your life.
That's right. And with all the merit accumulated from her attainment of Dhammakaya, she was able to save her father from hell. She saved millions of followers from their sufferings. When in high school, Luang Por Tamashiyo enjoyed a close relationship with Kunyai. He went to see her every day to learn the Dhammakaya meditation.
Yes, he met many religious leaders and teachers, but no one affected his life more than Kunyai. She shared her wisdom and answered every of Luang Por's needs regarding Buddhist work.
Luang Por always has a special place in his heart for Kunyai, his spiritual master. Each year on Kunyai's birthday, he conducts a grand merit-making activity to transfer the merit to her. And this year, Kunyai's 102nd birthday anniversary falls on January the 19th. He invited all of Kunyai's students to join in a meritorious event held at Kunyai's Memorial Dining Hall.
Yes, Even it was a working day, many came to the temple to attend the ceremony because they realized that the amount of merit made towards คุณยายอาจารย์ whom หลวงพ่อธรรมชโย complete her Dhamma body with the Jatiya of the Triple Gem would be immense. I had a great opportunity to join this ceremony and bring you merit too.
I had a flight on that day, but at least I had a chance to make a donation.
Yes, that's great.
So we wish our audience to have a share in the merit.
Yes.
And now let me turn your attention to listen to our foreign friends, how they respond to the International Upasika Gal training. These people came all the way to learn Kunyai's culture here at the Pop House near the Dhammakaya Temple.
กราบนมัสการ First of all, we are from Meditation for Peace, the program in EMC channel. So, first of all, what is the? Could you please share us about the overview of the International Upasika Gal project?
Okay, this program we call International Upasika Gal is initiated by request of Upasika, first group from China. Like they would like to join after they know that Luang Por will organize a program in this December. And then as I one of staff of international department, I was assigned to to organize here, especially for international people. So we use English. Later than that, we have participation from Swiss group. They join the middle way meditation advanced course ready, and they just extend and join our group. And one girl, she is Thai student who study in Singapore, and now they are in their holiday. So it's another reason that the people come to join us.
So mainly 3 nationalities.
Right.
So how many members in here?
Around 10. And even after the ordination, now we have a visit and a request to join from a lady from Norway. It's a Norwegian. So it can be an international program that we can see the interest of the people. That not just Thai who is interested to Luang Por's program.
So what is really impressed or very outstanding in this program about the participants?
I think that for this program we are quite special because it's international. It's only one center around many hundreds center. And for us, it's a kind of one way, like a kind of service for the people who are interested. Another way, we look as a kind of like a development or experiment. If we can organize a program like this for international people, that means in the future we can develop it more. And we have a little adjustment, little modification. Instead of start at 16, we start at 19. Because the middle way use this place called Pop House, and then a little bit shorter. And then I try to arrange that they can meditate. It means that we need to guarantee to support as well as possible for all participants to have good meditation. And later than that, it's about Dhamma. If they can understand the Lord Buddha teaching. Especially as Kalyana Mitt, Thai Kalyana Mitt understand. And the other to point that to train about Buddhist culture, how to take care themselves for their belongings. And for example, every morning I come to take breakfast in front of them and then teach them how a Buddhist take the meal, and then everything we explain that come from the training of monk, and then some part they can use to train themselves.
So it has been around 10 days since the beginning of the program.
Yes.
Now. And,
yes.
Do you have any feedback from the participants? What
yes, for the program, we have to say thank you to Bob Mawson. He helped us a lot. He supported us a lot by coming from Monday to Wednesday to Friday last week, and that can help a lot because the participant can have a very good meditation, and that can be one good point for this program. And another point, we can see that they feel like they can integrate more and more to the temple, temple activity, and especially for China group, they would like to see how we can apply or introduce meditation to China. Even can be not like in Thailand, because the Chinese government still control activity like this because they are not sure. But we try to do it properly. I mean that safe and good, and to prove that meditation is good for everybody. That can be like a good sign that as a very big country, they have at least 3 people understand very well, meditate very well, and this can be like a seed that will grow to that country in the future.
So finally, right now we are broadcasting to all over the globe. So could you have a short message to the people who watching to let them join next time?
Okay, I can say simply that the peace message from Wat Pha Tham Kai, led by Luang Por Dhammachayo, now is clear. That Luang Por now he gives one simple word: change the world. Now we can see what the activity of Wat Pha Tham Kai to do is about this. What we can see to change. Now we change the world to the right way, and then meditation take a very important role, and then it can happen many country, many places at the same time. In this year, we can see we have movement in Africa, like Congo, Egypt, and then in Middle East, in Jordan, and here we have a contact with Swiss and China. So this is just example. So we feel I would like to invite every people, all audience of DMC or any people to join, because this can be every important movement of the world. And as I know now, Wat Pha Tham Kai is more and more ready to receive people from around the world to come meditate together with us.
So that's it for today. Thank you very much for sharing your experience with us. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
At the Dhammakaya temple, Kunya's culture is another name of Buddhist culture. In this respect, it can be said that Wat Pha Tham Kai grows out of the training of Kunya Ajahn.
Yes. After the training, people's lives changed. They became noticeably happier. They became at peace with themselves and with those around them. For example, it became unbearable for them to live in untidy places or speak or act in a way that did not benefit themselves or others.
Yes, Kunya not only made Wat Pha Tham Kai a training ground for all, but a sanctuary for everyone to rest the mind and fill themselves with pure energy to deal with the working day ahead.
Yeah.
The temple became a place of refuge for anyone, anytime.
And when Luang Por started to study Dhamma with Kunyai, he revoked his innermost thoughts. He knew he could not wait. He knew he could not afford to waste any more time. He wanted to develop his perfections every day, and he wanted his inexperience in meditation to progress. He reinforced this commitment every day, bringing him constant delight and joy inside.
Yes, with the knowledge of Dhammakaya meditation learned from Kunyai, Luang Por Dhammachayo wishes everyone to obtain the same inner happiness and to see everyone strive for the path to perfection. Today, even though Kunyai Ajahn is no longer with us, Luang Por continues to devote all his time and effort to preserve and carry Kunyai's culture, which is the wisdom of Dhammakaya meditation throughout the world.
And next, we'll meet Venerable Sander Kematamo to learn more about the Buddhist culture. Stay with us.
Today I will talk once more about the culture of the enlightened ones, or what you might call the culture of Buddhism, which, as I mentioned before, is not so much about the culture of being a Buddhist, but much more about the culture which is about training the mind and which originates from the Buddhist teaching. Anyone who is interested in training his or her mind for meditation is interested in how meditation can be integrated into your life. The best place where you can find information, when you can find wisdom about how to integrate meditation into your daily life and how to adjust your daily life as to make it more compatible with meditation, is of course a temple. A temple is one of the best places where you can find examples of such a lifestyle that is what we might call a meditative lifestyle. So what is a meditative lifestyle? A meditative lifestyle is a lifestyle that is characterized by Buddhist culture. A great example of this, of course, is Kunyai Ajahn. Kunyai Ajahn, who is the founder of our temple. Kunyai Ajahn was an example of someone who used everything in her life and used all of these things as a way to train the mind. So her mind was at the center of the body all the time, because her daily actions, her daily routine, the way she acted in her daily life, the way she was mindful in her daily life, this all affected and all helped her meditation. It is interesting that someone who is interested and is fond of meditation and a meditative lifestyle will find it comfortable, will find it enjoying to do something in a detailed way. Whereas on the other hand, the person who spent little time in meditation and training the mind will usually find that it's very hard to be focused on one thing, and that it's actually a lot more comfortable to do many things at the same time. So you see these days a lot of people that are actually quite incapable of focusing on one single thing for longer than just a few minutes. Well, I'm not sure if it's that worse, if it's that bad, but for sure the need arrives for us to integrate meditation into our daily lives by adjusting our lives in a proper way so it becomes a more meditative kind of lifestyle. And this is where what we might call Buddhist culture comes in. So Buddhist culture, as I mentioned before, is basically about developing good habits through our daily actions. That is a clear example of how we can look at our daily actions in another way, in a detailed way, in the perspective of what you might call the culture of the enlightened ones, or Buddhist culture, is actually the story which actually doesn't come from Buddhism, but comes from the life of a person, as we know, who lived 400 years ago, that is Michelangelo. Now Michelangelo, one day, as the story goes, was working on a sculpture. And as he was working on a sculpture, some friends of him were taking their leave as they were going on vacation, which was already becoming a fashion in those days, I guess. And those friends, after 3 weeks, when they came to see him, they then said they saw that he was sculpting something. When I was first working in the temple as an employee for the first time, I felt this was one of the things that I learned, that there are actually a lot of things that we tend to overlook, which are actually bits and parts of culture which we can use to practice the mind. There was one case when I was working as an employee in one meditation center, and when I was walking up the stairs, and a teaching monk turned around and said to me, well, how much do you weigh? What is your weight? And I answered him, and he said, well, my weight is almost the same, but when I go up onto the stairs, there is no noise. But when you come up onto the stairs, when you go up the stairs, there's a lot of noise. In this way, he was trying to teach me that even walking up to the stairs has its refinement. Everything has its detail to it, its refinement. If we know how to make it, how to refine ourselves, how to train ourselves in this, it will be something that is a means to train the mind. Whenever we do something in a detailed and refined way, in that way also our mind becomes detailed and refined. Or as Kun Yai said, if the simple and coarse and menial things in life, to put things simple, the coarse things in life, if we do not do these things in a subtle way, in a detailed way, then how can we expect to do the subtle things in a subtle way? In other words, how can we expect to develop our mind through meditation if we haven't even managed to refine ourselves in those coarse things in life, which is our daily actions, our daily routine, our daily habits? Now this is some viewpoint which some people might not be used to. Some people feel that that is personal. Some people feel that those habits in daily life do not relate to meditation. Meditation is a matter of the mind. But actually, our actions are very much related to our mind. Whenever we act in a certain way, even if there's no one in the world to see, but we are our own witness, our actions shape our mind because we are our own observer, we are our own witness. And whenever we try to put an effort to refine our actions, we often overlook the importance of the mind and do not see how it relates to our actions. In some translations they use the word tend your mind, as you might tend a garden or something like that. Tend to your mind. If you take care of your mind, then you can take care of all things. Because the mind, as is said in Buddhism, is the forerunner of all things. The mind is the leader. The mind is the origin of things. So when we practice the mind and we make the mind pure, then all other things, whether we are trying to train ourselves to stick to certain principles, trying to be a moral, better spiritual person, it all starts with the mind. This was something that this young man had all forgotten. He had forgotten that it would all start with the mind. And all the things that he had practiced, all the way coming from generosity towards finally ordaining, all of that was just in order to train the mind. And that is the most important thing. If we train ourselves in that way, we can also provide true benefit for others. But if we do not train ourselves, we cannot. We cannot be any guidance, we cannot provide any true benefit for others if we do not start by providing any benefit to ourselves. This may be something that in the modern world sometimes is overlooked, because we tend to look at what is measurable, what can be seen clearly. Someone who is working for an organization that is helping the poor, or that is helping those in need, is praised. But how about someone that's living in a monastery? Sometimes some people might praise such a person, but some people might not, because they cannot really touch upon this, they cannot really connect with it. In Buddhism it is said that there are 4 kinds of persons in the world. The first kind of person is a person that doesn't provide any benefit for himself and doesn't provide any benefit for others. It's a sort of person that, having born in this world, hasn't really brought much good into this world, to put it in very clear terms. The Buddha compared it with some object, some tool, or something that we use and that doesn't work. The second person, as I mentioned, is the person that provides benefit for others, but the third person is the person that provides benefit only for him or herself. And yet, we tend to think that this kind of person is selfish. If we would consider a person that is only meditating, living somewhere in a forest, and never teaching anyone, we might consider someone like that selfish. But in the Buddha's perspective, such a person is still better than a person that only provides benefit for others. A clear example of this is, of course, someone who only teaches others, but never teaches himself. A person, for example, might be teaching meditation to many people, but never meditate by himself. In the Buddha's time, there was a person who taught meditation and taught to his students that they should meditate all night long. Every night, and say, "Oh, meditate all night long," until the students were starting to protest. And they were secretly going to bed, and the monk and the teacher said, "No, don't do that. You have to meditate all night long." But actually the teacher himself, he didn't meditate all night long, but he went to sleep secretly without letting his students know. Finally his students found out, and they were disappointed. And then the Buddha, having found out as well, taught this teacher that he should first of all teach himself and mold himself according to what he teaches. And that is the first thing that he should do. In other words, what the Buddha always taught is that we should put the first priority with providing benefit for ourselves. When we are born alone. When we die alone. The greatest problems in life we have to face alone. Other people can only help ourselves to some extent. Even the Buddha, for those who are the most faithful Buddhists, can still not help others really. He can just show the way. The Buddha said that he only shows the way, but you have to walk by yourself. It's just like you're showing the way to someone to go to this or that place, to go to the bathroom, or to go to this particular place that you want to go, to this forest or this mountain, and then you show that person the way, and then some people might find the way, and some people might not find the way. Some people might find the mountain, some people might not. The same way, we have to walk by ourselves, and whether we succeed or not depends on us. The Buddha only showed the way. So, to make a long story short, it's always important to start with ourselves. The Buddha said, the person who provides benefit to himself but not to others is still better than a person who only provides benefit to others, because such a person might not actually be able to help himself. And in the long term, we need to help ourselves, because in the long term, one day we have to go away from this world. We have to pass away from this world. We have to die alone. We have to be born alone. And in Buddhism we believe that there is some things that we can take away, we can take with us to the next life. And that is the good character that we have accumulated, the good habits, and also what we call merit. Those things we can take with us, especially merit. But other things, all the things that we have done for others, we can only take with us to the extent that we have provided benefit to ourselves. We do not know whether other people will really benefit from the things we do. We might give a lot of things to people, give a lot to the poor all day long, but we do not know if those poor people will be able to find an end of poverty because of what we have given. Sometimes we tend to think that giving to others doesn't help, but it does. But at the same time, we have not to forget that the real benefit, which is more lasting, is the thing what we do to ourselves. We give to ourselves. First of all, when we give to others, then the first thing we do is actually giving to ourselves. When we are kind to others, the first thing we do is being kind to ourselves. But if we are kind to others and not to ourselves, then that is not real kindness. If we are generous to others but not to ourselves, then that is not real generosity. Then that is the sort of kindness, generosity that is still marked with wanting something in return. And how about someone who gives selfishly, wanting to have some material benefit in return? This is the person who would more come under the first category of person that provides benefit only to himself. A person that only provides benefit, that doesn't provide any benefit to himself or to others. In other words, Buddhist culture is about providing benefit to yourself and others, starting with yourself. In other words, if we take care of our own work first, then we can take care of the other. And the Buddha summarized this clear metaphor as when we take care, when we guard, when we take care, when we tend to ourselves, we take care of others. If we take care of others, we then take care of ourselves by that. How do we take care of ourselves? By training the mind. So Buddhist culture starts with the simple things in life. What are those simple things in life? Well, as I mentioned the last time, starting with the simple requisites in life. Everything is about training the mind. The Buddhist teaching emphasizes the mind a lot. If we know this and we see every action that we do in our daily lives as a way to purify, refine, and train the mind, then those things will support us, will foster, will help us in our meditation. Rather than our meditation being something else than our daily life being one thing and our meditation being another thing, we can integrate the two. And we can consider that our daily life is actually becoming more and more meditative because we do it in a detailed way, we do it in a mindful way, and most importantly, we practice to always have our mind, always allow our mind to rest at the center of the body throughout every activity. And this will be possible when we practice everything in our daily lives in a refined way and integrate the culture of the enlightened ones, the culture of refinement, what we might call Buddhist culture, in our daily lives, make it part of our lives until we find that it will be very easy to always keep a mind of meditation from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep, and even in our sleep. That is all I have to tell for today. Thank you.
Buddhism originated with one man named Siddhartha attained Dhammakaya insight, which contained the ultimate wisdom. Therefore, he is called Buddha Samma Sambuddho, meaning the awakened one who is enlightened by his own self.
Yes, Dhammakaya is the essence of life. Whoever attains Dhammakaya also attains the ultimate meaning in life. Dhammakaya knowledge is the core of Buddhism. It was there at the beginning of Buddhism, something that has been revived rather than some modern invention.
Yes. Even the word Dhammakaya is found in the scripture of all three Buddhist schools. The knowledge of Dhammakaya was lost over the ages because its study and practice was neglected. Until 1916, when หลวงพ่อวัดปากน้ำพระมงคลเทพมุนีสดจันทสโร sacrificed his life in meditation to rediscover it.
But its truth remains the truth, and its reality is something that we can still verify by ourselves. The knowledge coming from the Dhammakaya is crucial for all to know, because the more we know, the purer and brighter and the more joyful we become.
Yes, it is not like mundane knowledge where the more we know, the more doubtful, obscure and burdened we feel. And again, it is of no use when we are at our deathbed.
Right. Our body is constantly being eaten away by the influences of suffering, dukkha, impermanence, anicca, and non-self, anatta. Dhammakaya has the opposite qualities to our physical body, as it is the nature of being truly permanent, nicca, the origin of happiness, sukha, and true self, atta, which is free from the control of Mara, the evil one.
Yes, we cannot afford to waste a single moment. We must apply our deteriorating body to the search for Dhammakaya, the essence of life. You can take steps towards Dhammakaya by cultivating as much merit as you can. Apart from doing meritorious deeds yourself, you can gain merit by rejoicing in the merit of others. Watching the following episode and do so.
วันประวัติศาสตร์ที่ลูกหลานมหาปูชนียาจารย์พร้อมใจมารวมพลังร่วมรำลึกถึงพระคุณอันไม่มีประมาณของผู้เปรียบเสมือนแสงสว่างนำทางชีวิตและเป็นดังต้นแบบในการสร้างบารมีของศิษยานุศิษย์ทุกคนพิธีกรรมในวันมหาปูชนียาจารย์เริ่มขึ้นในช่วงเย็นของวันเมื่อพระเดชพระคุณพระราชภาวนาวิสุทธิ์หลวงพ่อธรรมชโยประธานสงฆ์เดินทางมาถึงศูนย์กลางพิธีนำบูชาพระรัตนตรัยจากนั้นพระเดชพระคุณหลวงพ่อได้นำนั่งสมาธิเพื่อกลั่นกายวาจาใจให้ใสพิสุทธิ์น้อมนำให้ระลึกถึงพระคุณอันไม่มีประมาณของมหาปูชนียาจารย์ทั้งสามท่าน
ให้นึกถึงมหาปูชนียาจารย์ทุกท่านนะจ๊ะนึกน้อมไว้ที่ศูนย์กลางกายฐานที่ 7อย่างเบาๆสบายๆพร้อมกับประคองใจให้หยุดนิ่งด้วยบริกรรมภาวนาในใจเบาๆว่าสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหัง
แล้วช่วงเวลาที่ผู้มีบุญทุกท่านรอคอยก็ได้ดำเนินมาถึง เมื่อพระเดชพระคุณพระราชภาวนาวิสุทธิ์ได้เป็นผู้นำในพิธีวางดวงแก้วมณีบรมจักรณศูนย์กลางพิธีอาคาร100 ปีคุณยายอาจารย์ในวันนี้นั้นเป็นวันคล้ายวันมรณภาพของพระเดชพระคุณหลวงปู่พระมงคลเทพมุนีสดจันทสโรพระผู้ปราบมารผู้ค้นพบวิชาธรรมกายและยังเป็นวันคล้ายวันละสังขารของคุณยายอาจารย์มหารัตนอุบาสิกาทองสุขสำแดงปั้นปฐมาจารย์สอนภาวนาให้กับคุณยายอาจารย์มหารัตนอุบาสิกาจันทร์ขนนกยูงเป็นคนแรกและยังเป็นวันคล้ายวันสลายร่างของคุณยายอาจารย์มหารัตนอุบาสิกาจันทร์ขนนกยูงครูผู้สืบสายธรรมและยังเป็นผู้อยู่เบื้องหลังของการสร้างวัดพระธรรมกายด้วยมโนปณิธานอันยิ่งใหญ่ของมหาปูชนียาจารย์ทั้งสามน้อมนำให้ศิษยานุศิษย์ทุกคนเกิดความเคารพรักและเลื่อมใสศรัทธาอันจะนับจะประมาณมิได้ดวงแก้วทุกดวงที่ได้ร่วมวางรัตนชาติทุกชิ้นที่ได้ร่วมโปรยนับเป็นจุดเริ่มสำคัญในการร่วมสถาปนาอาคาร100 ปีคุณยายให้แล้วเสร็จในเร็ววันและด้วยบุญอัศจรรย์ที่ได้ร่วมกันทำในครั้งนี้ยิ่งจะช่วยหนุนนำให้ลูกหลานของมหาปูชนียาจารย์ทุกท่านบังเกิดความมั่นใจและเปี่ยมด้วยความตั้งใจในการมาร่วมสืบสารมโนปณิธานของท่านให้ก้าวไกลด้วยการมาร่วมใจสร้างอาคาร100 ปีคุณยายให้สำเร็จอย่างเป็นอัศจรรย์เพื่อให้สถานที่อันศักดิ์สิทธิ์แห่งนี้เป็นศูนย์กลางในการเผยแผ่พระพุทธศาสนาวิชาธรรมกายไปทั่วโลกด้วยความปลื้มปีติในมหากุศลที่ตนและครอบครัวได้มีส่วนร่วมในพิธีกรรมอันศักดิ์สิทธิ์ในครั้งนี้ยิ่งน้อมนำให้ศิษย์ทุกเพศทุกวัยต่างล้วนปีติใจกันอย่างไม่มีประมาณรู้สึกดีใจและภาคภูมิใจที่ตนได้เกิดมาเป็นลูกหลานของมหาปูชนียาจารย์ทั้ง3 ท่านและได้รับรู้ถึงมโนปณิธานอันยิ่งใหญ่ที่จะนำพาพวกเราทั้งหลายมุ่งไปสู่ที่สุดแห่งธรรม
upon Kunyai Ajan's passing on September 10th, 2000, Lumpha Tamashia, with his utmost respect and profound gratitude, declared Kunyai Ajan as the founder of Wat Prathamakaya, and her impact was so great that an estimated 500,000 people came to her cremation ceremony on February 3rd, 2002.
Yes, this included more than 100,000 monks and senior monks from 30,000 temples throughout Thailand.
And we are glad that today we have shared with you the story of the great master Kunyai Maharatana Ubasika Jan Konokyung, because without her we would have no Lumpha Tamashio and his primary goal, world peace.
Yes, it is this goal, and a goal shared by all righteous thinkers, that brings so many people to Wat Prathamakaya to make this dream come true. Thank you for being with us in Meditation for Peace. See you again next week. Goodbye. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ